Good evening. How are you? This is election day. Like everybody else, I've been following it all day. And when you hear this, you'll know more than I know right now. You should know some of the results. The one thing that's clear to me from the beginning of this campaign to now is that women led the charge. They led the charge because of a Supreme Court justice who ignored his oath of office and decided to be a hack politician. And that's cost us the dignity of the Supreme Court. Just the other day, we had Trump refer to the person who is the Speaker of the House as an animal at a time when her husband is recovering at home because of the careless rhetoric of Trump and people like him, and he's recovering from a hit to the skull at 82 years of age. We have a Congress full of people who say the presidential election in 2020 wasn't on the level. That's part of America. But then there are the women. Women who would have their rights taken away from them from white men who fear their knowledge, their power, their ability, who would declare dominion over them. So what happens at the end of today? Whether we win or lose marginally, the question will remain, are we a democracy? Can we keep the republic, as the question was put when the Constitution was written? And it's not clear to me that that could possibly happen unless we gird ourselves to walk through a wall of fire from this day through 2024. I don't believe we can make it if we have an Attorney General who shuns his responsibility in his oath of office and fails to prosecute the largest criminal in the land, Trump. How is that possible? That looks the other way when they commit all these criminal acts. Not possible. Will the January 6th committee give a report that says we can't let this man go? He is an enemy of the state, of the people, of the republic, and he's ignored the Congress. How can we have people in the Congress that sought to betray it and pretend and act as if that's just fine? So, this is one of those walks on one of those elections that will be a pivot for the nation. And like I said, win or lose, the fight remains the same. 2024. And probably win or lose, within 24 or 48 hours, Mr. Trump, impeached twice, who defied our nation and tried to overthrow it to steal an election, will announce he's running for office again. How is that tolerable in a democracy that purports to follow the law? How is that possible when we have a Constitution that says anybody who takes the oath of office who would betray our government cannot stand for office again? How is it possible all these crimes are committed? And indeed, one of the most obvious ones in Georgia. Just give me the votes, he said. How does he get away with it? Because we have so many cowards in the Justice Department. We have so many cowards in the Congress. We have so many cowards among our leadership across America. And so it's left to us, the people, to set it straight, hopefully with some margin of victory, but with or without it, the fight remains. Because we cannot be misled that even a slight gain or to hold the line is enough. And history tells us that it's unlikely. The polls are so mixed up you can't tell. But we do know about those who do nothing. We've seen them. Our Attorney General should resign. The head of the FBI appointed by Trump should resign, be fired. The head of the post office is still there, DeJoy, who manipulated a previous election, and he's there still. What is wrong with us? It's got to be tempting for people to say, I won't listen anymore, and that's the objection that would just suit the anarchists well. It's happened in history before. It can happen here. It is happening here. So, to all my friends out there listening to me, we have more work to do no matter how well or poorly we do today. And so I look forward to figuring out how we're going to do that. But there's no question that without fight, there's only defeat. That without order, there is only the chaos of monarchs and of autocrats. So, here we are in my cathedral of trees, and I say goodbye to you until tomorrow. Bye-bye.